Hey everybody, Jabman025 here. Today I'm taking a look at one of my older master grades, the Infinite Justice Gundam from the series Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Destiny. This was a requested review. I'm happy to take requests from my older kits, so let's take a look and see what we got with this master grade kit. Now, taking a look at the main body on this kit. There is some very nice detail into this kit. The color scheme is a little oddball, I'll freely admit that, with the pink and a little bit of green and some brown and some gray. A little off-putting, but it's a neat change of pace, and of course the white in there. Very few bad nubs on this kit. There are a couple, but nothing real bad. Lots of nice decals. All over the kit some nice decals. You do got a fair bit of lining to do, but not a ton. But you will need a Gundam marker or something to line with here. But the decals that are on this kit are nice, but they can be difficult because they're really big in a lot of cases, and I'll show you some later. A couple of beam sabers there on the side skirt. In terms of posability, big bend out of the elbow, nice bend out of the knees. Feet aren't a problem. Hips are alright, nothing great. You can't get a ton of movement out of the hips, but they're not bad. And standard 3-1 and then the thumb hands. Now the backpack on this kit is absolutely massive. It's a glider backpack similar to the original Justice, but a little bit different. Wings fold down as such. Here you see more giant decals, Infinite Justice. I mean, see I screwed up the ZGMF a little bit. If you decide to pick up water slide decals for this kit, I wouldn't blame you. Decals aren't impossible, but they sure aren't easy. But you can see the backpack, it's virtually impossible to get this guy to stand with that backpack. It is possible. But you breathe on that thing too hard, it's going over. So it's very difficult to get that thing to stand like this. Now you can flip the flight pack up, extend the wings. They separate, you get those cannons, they will move. And a very strong connection to the back. No problems there. But the only way you're going to get this guy to stand is if you lean him against something, because it was virtually impossible to get him to stand before. It's now literally impossible to get him to stand now. There's no way, no how, unless you're going to lean him up against a wall or something, he's going to stand up. He's just insanely back heavy at this point. But that can all be fixed with an action base. I'm going to go ahead and say it now. An action base is required for this kit. Does not come with one. You have to buy it separately. But to pretty much do anything good with this kit, you absolutely, positively have to have an action base. You can't really do a whole lot with this kit without it. Now, it does have 3 really good attachments. First, this one that connects into the crotch. As so. Nice strong connection, no problems, not the back heavy in the least anymore. That problem has been taken care of. The other connection you have is for the glider itself. You can remove that separately. Here you can see a little bit better what I was talking about with the wings, how they fold out, and you have an angle. The cannons can move, you can go anywhere you want with those. Looks real nice. And of course in flight mode this flips around. So you have the nose cone if you like, or the blade there pointed out. And that looks real good. You can have that standalone with the Justice on the ground. And the final and my personal favorite of the connections is this connection here. It will connect into the flight pack as so. A little extension on there. And that still allows it to be connected into the Gundam itself. So you can have it just floating there. And especially when you see it on a clear action base, it literally looks like it's just floating in air. And that looks really cool. A really nice effect for this card. Accessories. See the beam sabers there. You can take off the ends. Hook them up into a dual beam saber. You have a little peg in the center section here. There it is. Connects right into the hand. Pink with sparkle blades, as is the Destiny way. A little bit of curve to them, which is also nice. No real problem holding this big old beast. It is a little awkward, mainly because it's just so huge, but with a dual beam saber you kind of expect it to be a little awkward. Beam rifle, very nice detailed beam rifle I might add. A very nice looking weapon here. No problem whatsoever getting into the hand, and you can hold it full extension, no weight issues at all. And looks really nice. You can also connect this guy onto the back skirt armor, as you see here. There's a little peg in the gun that'll connect right in there. So if you want to do that, you can. The shield. This is a Swiss Army knife of shields. It's got a little bit of everything on there. More decals. It's a little dusty. I need to clean that off. But anyway, 2 attachments on the back. You can either plug it into the forearm, as so here. And that's a nice strong attachment, not going to fall out, no problems. You can also use the handle to hold it out here. This is a little awkward and it doesn't work that great, but you're not going to be doing this a whole lot anyway. If you punch out the center section, you see you have a claw here. That claw can be removed and put on a cable they give you to make it as if it's flying out. This works all right. The connection isn't great, but it works all right. So you can get a nice pose there, but you really aren't going to be doing this a whole lot because that claw falls out a lot. The other thing you have on this kit is another beam saber. You can see there's a little angle blade. You can plug in yet another beam saber blade in there. And you can remove that as so and use it as another beam saber. So, like I said, the Swiss Army knife of shields there. It's got a little bit of everything on it. And no problem holding that at all. It also has an energy shield. You can remove that little center section, plug it back in with an energy shield they give you, blue with sparkles, right on top. No problems there. Get a little bit of everything with that shield. Now you get more beam sabers. There are 5 total, but you're only going to be using 4. And the 3 on the left are for the legs, and the 2 on the right is for the wings. Here's what I mean by the wings, right on the front there. So you have beam sabers on the front of the wings as it's flying and slice through things. You get 2 on the legs. Like I said, they give you 1 short one if you want to fool around with that, or you can just use the 2 long ones. And that looks real nice. And if you completely load them up, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 beam sabers on this guy. And it's really a nice contrast. The Strike Freedom has guns everywhere. This kit has blades everywhere. It's an up-close and personal combat suit. And there you see, like I said, I really do like that attachment for the back of the backpack. Really gives that flight motion and looks really nice whether you're using beam sabers or guns. And you can see him posed next to his partner in crime there. Looks really good, but this is a kit that is good with or without a Destiny or a Strike Freedom. Final thoughts on this kit. I'm giving this kit a big thumbs up. This kit has some flaws, but most of them are minor. Everything works, but there's a couple things that don't work perfectly. In some years, this would be a contender for the Kit of the Year. This had the unfortunate distinction of coming out the same year as the RX-78 version 2.0, so it's not the Kit of the Year. But it's still a great kit. Big thumbs up. If you like the design, go ahead and pick it up. You won't regret it. Well, gang, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it informative. Please leave a comment. You guys know I love reading them. If you got a question, ask it. I'll answer as best I can. Thanks again, guys, and I will see you next time. Oh, and one more thing. You're the pink suit. No, 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 you're the pink suit. You're both pink. Now shut the hell up.